STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. A well-established STEM educational program can be the secret to inspire the next generation of young minds to dream big. In this episode, we will explore what STEM educational opportunities are available in the Central Florida area. You're watching Emily Tells All. According to a 2018 Forbes report, Orlando led U.S. cities in job growth, with STEM job growth outpacing total employment growth by more than 1%. Between the years of 2010 and 2018, Orlando added 11,000 jobs considered to be within the field of STEM. These include professions such as software development, computer system analysis, computer network architecture, and civil engineering. This growth leads to what is described by professional services firm STEM Connector as a STEM talent gap. A STEM talent gap develops when the rate of new STEM jobs created is greater than the rate of qualified available staff. To fill this need in Central Florida, a collaboration must occur between STEM employers, post-secondary educators, and K-12 schools. I spoke with Michael Singleton, elementary school principal of the Orlando Science Schools, to learn about one K-12 option available to students interested in STEM in the Central Florida area.
So the way that the school is designed, we are a K-12 system. However, the school operates as actually two separate entities. One of the campuses is K through 6, and then we have 7 through 12 at another location. We have found that, even starting in 2008, I think STEM is still kind of relatively new, but I will say that Orlando Science School, since 2008, always had a vision providing students the technology, the science, the engineering, the math that is needed in the workforce, and not just locally, but globally as well. So the vision has always been to provide students as early as kindergarten with the tools needed to be successful in the workforce.
Orlando Science Schools draws families from around Orange County with its various engaging programs to provide students with the focus and academic rigor not always possible in traditional schools. These programs include a full-time gifted program, accelerated program, science olympiad, math competitions, and over 60 different after-school clubs. The only requirement for a child to attend Orlando Science Schools is to be an Orange County resident. There's also a wait list and lottery system, as is customary with charter schools.
We are a lottery system. The current framework is for the upcoming school year, for example, 22-23, it sounds crazy. Parents are actually applying now. We just opened that application window. Parents will apply online, and then we'll have a series of open houses during that time, and actually have a lottery in March. And based upon how many seats we have available, we choose those students, and then the families that don't get selected via the lottery are put on a wait list, and when a seat opens up during the school year, we'll pull names from that wait list.
Apart from the Orlando Science Schools, Central Florida is home to many STEM learning opportunities. The Central Florida STEM Education Council provides numerous resources online for families interested in encouraging STEM-based learning for their children. One resource highlighted is the Orlando Science Center. Joanne Newman, president and CEO of the center, shared with me the premise behind STEM and how it is prioritized across all their programs.
Well, everything we do at the Science Center is really based around STEM learning. It's our mission to inspire science learning for life. And when we talk about STEM, we're really talking about the skills that you need in order to do the process of science, right? And so you'll hear a lot about how to, we're teaching how to think critically and solve problems and work collaboratively, because you need all of those skills in order to solve some of these global problems that we have and that exist today.
The Orlando Science Center hosts various programs, from a STEM-based preschool to an adult night known as Science Night Live, to an annual Atronicon Tech Expo. They even visit with Head Start and other local educators to provide examples for how to include STEM-based learning in everyday curricula. A lot of the educational programs offered at the Orlando Science Center uses what Joanne calls stealth learning, where information is shared in fun and engaging ways to maximize retention.
It's 4 stories of a variety of things on each level. So one of the things I think you're referring to that we do see a lot of moms with young children who will come in to experience Kids Town. So that was an area that we started building it in 2015. We opened it in 2016, and it was designed around learning for children ages 7 and younger. And so it has 5 or 6 different zones, but it's amazing. And we had a lot of support from the community in order to build and create that, because when you build these whole new exhibits, they're very expensive. And but it's been amazing. Once we opened that Kids Town exhibit, the overall attendance at the Science Center went up by about 20%. And never dipped back down until we hit the pandemic. So that's been amazing. And then we always have a traveling exhibit that comes. So we change those out every 3 months. The one in there right now is called Design Zone. And it's this wonderful blend of how art and science come together to help us design and create things. So it's a really great exhibit. And then occasionally those traveling exhibits will be able to bring in something that we call a blockbuster, which we were able to do last October, which was Pompeii. And that was another thing that Orange County helped us support through the Blockbuster Fund. But it was a spectacular exhibit that had authentic artifacts from the city of Pompeii, told the story. So it was so much about the culture, and one of the things that was really cool was it showed you the technology that they had even way back then, which was like 79 AD. Amazing. So, the traveling exhibits help keep the more permanent exhibits fresh, I would say. And then we have a maker space. I'm just kind of going floor by floor. And that is geared toward older children as well, but we have access to 3D printers. So you can come in and learn how to design and utilize a 3D printer, which is pretty amazing. We have all kinds of prompts, and we do different builds and makes with the community. So we'll set out the tools or the supplies, and then we always have staff in there to help guide people through the experience. The cool thing about that one is, one, you really get to experience STEM learning. You get to usually design and build something. And it's just, we can change that up every day. It's always fresh and new because it's all about what's the new challenge of the day, what are we going to show people, that kind of thing. We, of course, have the observatory on top, which is very cool. And we do open that up for this adult science night live events, and then we have a viewing, segment during the course of the year. So, and then here on the first floor is the Food Heroes exhibit, which is newer for us, and it was great. It all kind of started with a partnership with John Rivers, who came in and is our new cafe provider. And one of the reasons John was interested in starting this new cafe was the way that the Science Center could create companion exhibits and experiences around it to tell a story. And so here in the cafe and with these exhibits, it tells a little bit of the story of our complex food system. And we call out and highlight what we call food heroes, who are people in our community who are just doing great work to try to solve some of the problems that exist with our food system. And then the other thing on this floor is the current nature experience. And that is the new one that we are going to redesign and relaunch. And I'm hoping by the summer of 23, we should be opening a brand new nature and environment experience there. So many levels, many things for people to do and engage with.
You can experience the Orlando Science Center by purchasing a day ticket online or in person. They also offer an annual pass that provides many perks, including free parking, cafe discounts, and exclusive annual events. STEM learning is ultimately about the collaboration across subjects to think critically and solve problems in the world around us. Prioritizing this method of learning in our students will help pave the way for the next generation's thinkers and innovators. I'm Emily Bonilla, and this is Emily Tells All. Thanks for watching.